Hi, we're Team eMala, and we're pleased to present to you our solution for the 2016 Global Business Challenge. We have an exciting initiative that is going to provide a solution to counter some of the issues faced for remote and isolated communities for retention and selection of medical professionals.
A long-term problem exists with the attraction and retention of the right healthcare professionals in remote and isolated communities in Queensland. The rural pipeline is an abstract concept which is used to go through all the different points of this identification and retention of professionals. We've looked at all stages of this pipeline to identify what it is about people that makes them want to stay in isolated communities. Research suggests that healthcare professionals who feel supported are more likely to stay in these remote and isolated communities. So the more we know about how to support them and how to make them feel welcome in these communities, the more we're able to improve their likelihood of staying there. The problem, opportunity, potential spectrum allows us to look at the relationship between health system issues and health professional issues. Where we know what the issues are and we know what the professional issues are, we're able to deal with these appropriately, but we don't know what we don't know. So the more that we can build an understanding of this, the more that we're going to be able to reduce the significant economic and personal cost of these long-term retention issues. Remote and isolated health is crucial to Queensland's health. An opportunity exists to bridge some of these gaps. eMala is an enterprise application which is suitable for iOS, Android and web. Using a systemic solution to a systemic problem, eMala provides an integrative solution to help build not only an understanding and a support for immediate, isolated individuals who are working in the health profession, but also to build a greater understanding of what these individuals are looking for in the future. Through semantic and machine learning, eMala is able to build upon the data that is provided through itself to create a really strong understanding of emergent data. Once we have this understanding, Queensland Health is going to have the capacity to then build on that to identify new frameworks to support people in remote and isolated communities. This is really exciting stuff. This slide demonstrates the Queensland health system. eMala has the potential to help so many people within this system. All those that you can see highlighted in green are those who can get direct benefit from the application itself. All those highlighted in purple are those that are going to get the actual machine learning output from the application. This application has the potential to help so many people right through Queensland Health. And not only that, it builds upon itself. It's a systemic learner. Queensland Health is already providing so many initiatives to support rural and isolated medical and health workers. However, we have identified through our research that it's not just these tangible benefits and tangible support networks that are important. Actually, it's the intangible benefits that are more likely to support people in remote areas, in identifying the right people and making sure that they would like to stay out there for longer. And that's where eMala comes in. So for all of the tangible benefits that we've identified under the personal, financial, professional and service areas, we've been able to identify supporting intangible benefits which through research we can see are more likely to support people in staying in these remote and isolated areas. eMala connects with people at all stages of the rural pipeline, from students who are considering studying right through to people who have been working in isolated areas for a long time. We look at what triggers them, what support networks they need and how we're able to provide those. Once we're drawing from those, we can see that people are more likely to be happy and more likely to get the service and the support that they need to remain in these rural and isolated communities. So most importantly, and most excitingly, these are the issues which research suggests have the strongest correlation with recruitment and retention into remote and isolated communities. As every area links to every other area, building support in one area is going to flow through others. This diagram here shows the initial and the potential future state of Queensland Health System. You can see in the black that there are some very strong links. You are doing a great job. You've already set things up based on the current technology but now you have the opportunity to move forward with new technology, creating stronger links which build upon each other, and their interdependent state is going to see a very strong improvement for all of these workers. The knowledge that you build up is going to allow you to facilitate more and more of an understanding in the future. Looking at the current system, we can see that there are gaps in the flows between some of the actors in the system. These gaps produce some non-alignment in the flow of information and health services. By filling in these gaps, you're going to produce a more optimal alignment, you're going to get efficiencies, and you're going to create these virtuous cycles where these things build over time so that you can get better outcomes. The current state analysis provides a soloed view. We're looking at more of a holistic view throughout Queensland Health, building on our ability to capture emergent data through using deeper insight and a greater understanding of what's happening. We're going to be able to see things that right now we can't even imagine are there. And this is because of advances in computational intelligence, which is what underpins the idea of eMala. It all sounds a little bit too good to be true, doesn't it? But how does it work? Well, eMala works in an occasionally connected state. Quite simply, it's an app. Just an app, you think? But no, it's not just an app. To the users out in the communities, it is an app. It provides them with a lot of different data in a single centric state that they can access at any time. So they can go in there and they can look at information about the community that they're in or the community that they want to go to. They can go and look in it to find a network of professionals to get a bit of help or to build relationships with others who are working in these remote and isolated communities. And what we're going to put in the app is all about building our understanding of what influences people to stay in these remote and isolated communities. The soft skills, the support network, that's what's going to be in the app at the beginning. But as the information grows through this machine learning, then we're going to add more things and take things out based on whether they're relevant to people. We don't want things in there that people don't use. And if there's something that we can put in there that's going to help people, it's going in. So data that's gathered through this app is being drawn to a central platform. And in that platform, machine learning analytics are being run over the information that's gathered. And that information is the key to eMala. That information is what's building eMala to provide the additional services and support that we've been talking about previously. So using machine learning and predictive analytics, we're going to be able to build up a greater understanding of what it is that's really supporting these people and what matters. We're going to be connecting what matters. eMala will be a startup with industry support. But who is that industry support? Well, that's the interesting thing. Andrew Northcott is an HR specialist who has experience in the outback. After building up his first company very successfully and selling it, he started up this organisation called Rubla. Rubla uses machine learning and predictive analytics to build up an understanding of why people want to go to a job and stay in that job. And we have the opportunity to build these machine learning analytics and leverage off of their knowledge and their skills to really make this something special. This business model canvas shows us the potential sources of revenue for eMala. They include subscriptions, partnerships and transactions. It also runs through the significant amount of key partners that we can utilise to really assist the organisation. Our relationships are listed and our customer segments, and there is the potential that these customer segments can grow in the future with eMala. But most importantly, it really shows you what our value proposition is. Because we're such a special and unique app, we have 3 separate value propositions, one for the medical professionals, one for Queensland Health and one for collaborators. But underpinning all of this is our core focus, connecting what matters. When it comes to connecting what matters, there are 3 groups that we're talking about that really matter. There are the health professionals, there's Queensland Health, and there are these remote and isolated communities who need our help. Through providing the information that people need right away and combining that with predictive analytics to grow our understanding of what people really need, what they need that we don't even know about yet, and most importantly, directly address the recruitment and retention challenges faced by Queensland Health in remote and isolated communities. We have the opportunity to really change Queensland for the better.